After years of grief for my husband Koen, I have traded our house for a sailboat after being asked by my eldest daughter what can make me happy now. With zero experience, I'm embarking on this adventure to pick up life again and explore the world. My friend Mark and also neighbor had to sail to Zeeland for some maintenance on his boat the Meraki, part of which was to be sailed across the North Sea. When I heard this, I didn't want to miss the opportunity, as I had never sailed across the North Sea before. My daughters were so sweet and would arrange life on our own boat Belle Bleu together, so I could take this opportunity and go experience it. And of course, bombard Mark with all my questions because, among other things, his sails work differently than mine. A trip of 94 miles out, which we would do in 2 nights. Life is going by so fast. One breath away. Step up and say, hold on to what is real. The love you feel is like water in a glass. Don't try chasing shadows around the place. It shouldn't take long now in any case, as long as there is light. Pretending I could stay the night. One breath away. Step up and say, hold on to what is real. The love you feel is like water in a glass. Don't try to separate the ones you hate from the ones that you don't know. Amsterdam. This was something I was so curious to experience from the water. I have lived and studied in Amsterdam, so for me personally this was a very special experience to sail across the IJ like this. First we had to go the Oranjesluizen to continue our trip to IJmuiden. Unfortunately, I have no footage of when we passed through the locks at IJmuiden to go from fresh to salt water, to the North Sea. The wind was already picking up, wind force 5, which grew to wind force 7 that night. With a strong wind, we finally arrived in the box, and after a walk on the beach, we picked up a third crew member who came to reinforce us, which was not unnecessary, considering the wind force 7 that night, and we left in pitch darkness while the harbour was not well lit. Almost to our first overnight port. The next morning we headed early towards Oogensplaat, a tiny little harbour that you couldn't even see from the canal. But first towards the Haringvliet Bridge, then through the Volkerak locks, and then we were there. Such an idyllic spot this is. A place I couldn't go with La Belle Bleu because she sticks 2 meters 5 deep. The depth in this water is, if I'm not mistaken, 180. After all the violence yesterday on the North Sea, this is such a great contrast. The sun was shining and it was getting quite warm. Must have been a strange sight. The three of us on the boat, all dressed up for the sea. When we docked a little later, we were quickly changed into t-shirts and it was time to take the train back home. To go back a week later, because I was going back with Mark and his Meraki to our home port. It was exciting to see if we could make it to the bridge because it was only open 3 times a day due to maintenance and we could only leave in the afternoon. But fortunately we made it just in time and arrived in the pitch dark at 9:30. I was excited because it was my first time to dock in the dark. My heart was racing with excitement, but everything went well. On our way to Amsterdam. After a short stop to refuel without fuel as the station was closed, we left towards the Gurese lock to go from fresh to salt water. On the North Sea again! How peaceful it was so late on the water after all the violence at sea. Mark was making dinner and let me steer. By 10 o'clock in the evening we arrived in Amsterdam. And again docking in the dark, and again beating hard, and again it went well. Deep respect for how Mark knows how to maneuver the boat so smoothly in the dark. What a journey! I felt safe with Mark from the first moment and he knew how to get me to step out of my comfort zone in order to also steer by myself in the dark, call locks, etc. He had confidence in me, so I had to have it in myself as well. Sailing on my own boat is easier. Now he also trusted me with his boat, and I felt the same way during this trip. I automatically cared for and treated his Meraki as if it was mine. How would La Belle Bleu feel on the sea? It's the first thing I wanted on the North Sea because I loved it. This adventure I will carry in my heart forever. Mark, you rock. You are such a good captain. Thank you for this amazing experience that made me even stronger to realize my own dream. That's it again for this time. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like or subscribe if you want to help me grow my channel. I thank you very much. In the next episode, I will be sailing solo for the first time. Out for a weekend with my friends Elle, Janine and her boat Blues to the Marke Wadden. Bye!